A Fox News executive that had been at the network for decades was fired recently after an internal investigation, which was spurred on by complaints from a Fox, contractor, revealed that yes, the man had in fact engaged in a pattern of harassment and, as the report says, stalking. Let me read you this. This is from Mediaite. Sources said the woman who made these accusations was not an employee of Fox, but worked on projects with Fox Nation, the streaming service which was previously overseen by the executive, before bringing her claims formally to Fox. The network hired a prestigious outside law firm to investigate and ultimately reached an undisclosed settlement with the woman. A source familiar with the woman's claims alleged that the man stalked her relentlessly and would not stop texting her. The woman kept rebuffing him, the source said, but he pursued, quote, a relentless pattern of sexual harassment and quid pro quo. I can get you this job if you incredible opportunities. If she went into New York and didn't see him, temper tantrums. Another source with knowledge of the findings of the investigation said he was not fired for sexual harassment, but for violating Fox's standards of business conduct. Among the standards that were breached include conflict of interest, improper use of his position to benefit someone over whom he had influence and business ethics, the source said. So, conflicting reports from inside Fox, but we do know that this executive, again, who I'm not necessarily naming here, if you want the name, just click on the link in the description of the video. It's right there. It's literally the first phrase in the article from Mediaite. But here's the thing. And there's more accusations. Let me just real quick, before I do the here's the thing. Two sources who worked with the executive said there was a telltale sign around Fox News of who he was romantically pursuing. Pearl earrings, usually from Tiffany's. I noticed that there's a tendency that all the women tend to get giant pearl earrings from him, the source said. It was our big code, like, oh, she must be getting these same pearl earrings from the executive. She got promoted with no experience. She's blonde, looks like she came out of a sorority. He buys all the girls the same gifts. It was like he was having a screw off. So they basically do like, oh, it's those same earrings because he used those to, kind of mark the women he was after. Here's the thing, and this is the big part of the story here. Years ago, Fox News obviously had a big old problem with sexual harassment of women. Like just rampant with the hosts, with the executives, Roger Ailes allegedly too. So all of this stuff happening at the network. And the network swore once all this came to a head, we're cleaning up. We're getting rid of all the people doing all the horrible things. And look, we're going to hire a woman to be CEO. She's going to clean it up. And there's going to be no more sexual harassment. And oopsie-doo, still more sexual harassment. And they tried to cover it up. Because it says they reached an undisclosed settlement with the woman. Like, hey, okay, we're gonna pay you money. We know this guy was harassing you. We already did the investigation, and the law firm that did it has now authorized us to write you a check, right? So here's your money. Shh. Bye. Go. So the question is, would this executive had been fired if all of this hadn't become public? Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, Fox told us several years ago they were changing the culture of the network, and nothing, not a damn thing, has changed. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.